Hello, welcome to Daily News from Marjayat TV. Scholarly meetings of His Eminence Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom, Iran. In the latest session of the scholarly meetings hosted at the house of His Eminence Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom, one of the scholars asked, "Is it obligatory to face Qibla while doing recommended prayers?" His Eminence replied, "In obligatory prayers, it is obligatory to face Qibla and not move. In recommended prayers, if the performer is stationary, it is necessary to face Qibla. But if the performer is moving, he doesn't need to face Qibla." Other topics discussed in these meetings include rulings on financial transactions, selling a najis item, selling weapons, and the Quranic perspective on death. Aliyah Sin Mosque holds weekly ceremonies in Sydney, Australia. Aliyah Sin Mosque and Hosseiniya, affiliated to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Sydney, Australia, held another session of its weekly ceremonies on last Sunday, May 15th. The ceremony was held in two languages of English and Arabic. Several Shia believers participated in this ceremony. Activities of the office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Bamyan city of Afghanistan. Some delegates from the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Bamyan city of Afghanistan, headed by Sayyid Nasrullah Waizi, the director of this office, traveled to a village in Yakolang town in this country to meet with a group of Shia scholars and clerics in this region. During this visit, the director of the office of the Grand Jurist relayed the prayers and messages of His Eminence and learned about the latest situation of Shia believers in this area. He also took part in a religious ceremony held at this village. Rasulullah Institute donates food baskets to needy in Mazar Sharif City, Afghanistan. Rasulullah Institute, affiliated to the office of His Eminence Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Mazar Sharif City of Afghanistan, made visits to the families of the victims of terrorist bombings on Ramadan 19th in this city. During this visit, the members of the Grand Jurist's office donated food baskets to these families. This humanitarian work was conducted in collaboration with AhlulBayt Relief Foundation, headquartered in Kuwait. It is worth noting that one of the oldest Shia mosques in Mazar Sharif was attacked by a suicide bomber on Ramadan 19th. During the attack, dozens of worshippers lost their lives. Iraqi tribal chiefs meet with director of AhlulBayt Islamic Thought Center in Baghdad, Iraq. Several Iraqi tribal chiefs from Baghdad visited the headquarters of AhlulBayt Islamic Thought Center in this city to meet with Mr. Ali Sarai, the director of this center. During the meeting, all sides discussed ways to settle disputes among different tribes. Furthermore, the messages of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi with respect to countering the anti-Islamic propaganda by making use of the latest technologies was discussed. AhlulBayt Center mourns martyrdom of Hazrat Hamza, peace be upon him, in Mahajanga city of Madagascar. AhlulBayt Center, affiliated to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Mahajanga city of Madagascar, held a ceremony to commemorate the anniversary of the martyrdom of Hazrat Hamza, the loyal uncle of the Holy Prophet of Islam, peace be upon them both. The ceremony was held on last Thursday, hosting groups of Shia believers. Congregational prayers, recitation of Dua Kumail, Hadith Qissa, Surah Yaseen, and a religious lecture were the main parts of this ceremony. PR manager of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi visits Baghdad International Book Exhibition in Iraq. Sheikh Ahmad Allami, the director of the Public Relations Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Qadamiyya, visited the International Book Exhibition of Baghdad. During this visit, he stopped by the Amir al-Mu'minin booth as well as several other booths belonging to Shia TV networks. In all these visits, he emphasized publishing the school of the AhlulBayt, peace be upon them. Omar Bahr Institute prepares to donate air coolers to needy families in Holy Karbala, Iraq. Omar Bahr Institute, affiliated to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Karbala, began preparations to donate air coolers to needy families in this city ahead of the hot season in Iraq. This center has already given out tens of air coolers to impoverished families in this city.